That's actually beautiful.
Sounds a little clean for us.
Yeah. It's atmospheric. That's what it is.
Well, fuck it. You can get a goddamn ficus plant growing around here and be a goddamn atmosphere.
Yeah, but can it play guitar?
No. Is that yellow card?
No, that's actually
hemorrhoid, right?
Hemorrhoid. It's preparation H.
I'm just talking shit.
He's hating on a song deep down he actually kind of digs.
The harmonies are okay. I always fucking look for harmonies and guitar
I'm a
parts.
sucker for a good harmony.
Yeah.
So it's quiet here at the Mead Hall today. Yeah. There's nobody here.
How are you dicks doing on a Friday?
Yeah. And we weren't talking.
I'm only I'm calling all the other people dicks, not you.
That's right.
Ruben, goddamn it,
you ruined the illusion.
That's it.
I wanted to make bets how long it'd take for Ruben to say something in the background.
Immediately. It's immediate.
Right
God damn it.
bat.
We should have had a bet. We should have had a wager on that shit.
The over-under, I would have gone under 60 seconds, and I would have made at least $1.
Well, the good thing is we have not had a guest, well, I think since Ruben, right?
Yeah, Ruben was the last one.
Yeah, God, we should rethink that. Anyway, so the last one was...
Got to vet our guys a little better here.
But we actually are really, really happy to have on this guy tonight. Descended from the fucking warrior clans of the Aztecs. LJ Ruiz joins us tonight. We've talked about LJ quite a bit on the show, and when I say we, I mean Ruben.
He has sung your praises
he's a huge
to
fan.
The stars, my friend.
LJ is kind of a local fucking prodigy on so many goddamn levels, you know? I mean,
He's got his dick in a lot of pudding.
I just want to be able to fucking do some like decent guitar parts. This sumbitch is like whipping out like, oh, you want rock? Oh, cool. You want rap? Cool. Oh, you want some video? You want God.
I write books.
How many fucking things have you got your fingers into? Well, hold on. Let me rephrase that question. How many opportunities are you working on right now?
Let me answer that less awkward as possible. All right, I've got 8 books written and 1 on the works. I've got 7 albums out, rap albums, and then I got a rock album.
Okay.
And another rap album on the way.
Well,
I'm counting right.
And we're all fine with rap because it's an art form. When's so the rock album? How long's that been out?
The rock album came out in 2011. Hasn't sold really well, but I'm coming out with another one. It's in the works. I just haven't had time to work on it.
Right.
But it will get done, and it's going to be fucking awesome. I've had tons of time to work on it. Lots of riffs stored up, and I'm still currently writing, so everything's just,
Do you have a pre-order?
Not at the moment, no.
Well,
you'll be the first ones I notify, though.
There is a story behind this, and that story happens to do with a lot with Ruben and the fact that
it has all to do with Ruben.
The only way to really make Ruben see it. How would you put it?
See it through.
Yeah. So Brandon has to pre-order it to make Ruben actually make him know that he has actually something he has to sell.
Yeah, and I think it took Ruben still a solid year to get it done after I had pre-ordered it. But it got done.
Yes.
And it was $5, right?
Jeez, Ruben.
Yeah, he charged me. Well, guess what he charged me last week?
It's double.
The price of poker went up. I paid $10 for this next one. It better be a double album, motherfucker.
I don't know.
Alone in the room, too. Still alone in the room.
That's right. Still lonely.
Yeah, still lonely. God damn it, really? All right. Well, LJ, let's talk a little bit about this. You are a Clovis music scene, a product of that. What is the state of affairs with Clovis music right now? I mean,
I'm not exactly sure.
I'm not trying to talk some shit. I'm not trying to make you like or say something you don't mean to say. We would like to think that local music scenes always every musician supports another musician and everything else. That's their fucking nirvana, but it's far from the truth usually. How are things going in Clovis?
As far as I know, I mean, like, musicians have been getting along. There's a lot more collaborations now than there were whenever I first started.
Oh, cool.
Back then, it was all about, this is my studio. You know, nobody else, can work with me. I do this solo. I don't want anybody stealing my shit. Everybody's, like, in their 30s or 40s now. We don't care anymore.
Do you think that some of this is because fucking everybody has got a studio now? Because, I mean,
veteran musicians are, like, a thing now, and with Audacity and Yeti microphone or Blue Yeti microphones and stuff. I mean, right. I have a little studio that's portable now. I have a laptop hooked up to microphones, and I got
that's basically what we're using right now.
FL Studio. I can make beats whenever I
want. All the Season Woe stuff that we've done has basically been recorded with what we're using right now.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
And it works great.
It's a DIY generation, and
Right.
that's what's cool about us old bastards who were like 10 years ago. We started this with the ambition of I can't wait till I get to a studio and have studio time. Now you can just do it whenever you want, and that's the beauty of it.
Yeah, convenience makes it easier.
That's why I can release an album every year if I wanted to. But the problem is, finding time and finding a venue and finding an audience.
Yari Menopause can learn a lot from you, sir.
Have you built any saunas lately? It's an inside joke on the podcast.
Yeah.
Inside joke on the podcast. Let me ask this.
Listen more.
So a lot of the things that you do, what are kind of some of the studio suite things? Are you a Pro Tools guy? Are you more of a Cubase guy? Or are you like a fucking like?
I'm like bare bones. Dude.
Yeah, well, like
You said you use Audacity, right?
Yeah, I use Audacity.
Oh, yeah,
I used to
what we
use
yeah.
what the hell is it? Cool Edit Pro
Right.
for a little while.
Yes,
but,
before it became Adobe Audition.
but
Right.
a long time ago when I first started, about a decade
Cool
ago,
Edit Pro, yeah, I remember Cool Edit Pro.
I used to use Sound Recorder. No shit.
All right.
I made actual like full length albums on Sound Recorder, which is like trying to make a music video using VHSs. It's ridiculously hard.
Queued up, pause.
Yeah, and I was able to make an actual album with it.
Right on.
And I still remember the process. It's grueling. And now all you do is just push record and you insert your verse and you're done. Back then, I had to record my vocals separate, insert them exactly to the second, and if it was off, I had to undo it and redo it again.
So a lot of the thing that fucking kind of occurs to me is like, man, Brandon and I are fucking just musicians. We're kind of very audio cats, but you incorporate like a lot of video and a lot of visual shit into things, and that seems like a whole fucking different art form to me.
Yeah, it just takes a little bit of imagination and like seizing the opportunities. Whenever I was working on the Faith music video, I just drove home one day and it was snowing. I was like, I'm gonna record some of this shit, and I was like, hey, I just recorded a song a couple of days. Let me do a video to that, and I recorded that. Whenever I was recording the video for Problem, I was just bored out of my mind, so I went ahead and just whipped it up, and I just had some fun with it. It didn't even have to have a theme. It was just spur of the moment, fuck it moment.
God.
Yeah.
Well, I do want to get to. We're going to get into the normal shit of the podcast, the rage part or whatever. Although I will fucking promise not to goddamn blow my fucking lid last. Well, but maybe
No,
it's on the table. Maybe
Don't promise shit, man.
But we're gonna put the info and the YouTube details here. But for people, let's go ahead and let you plug your shit. You're a fucking writer. You're a fucking video guy. You're a fucking musician. Tell us what you have going on and where people can get it, man.
All right. Coming soon, like this month probably. There's a new book I'm working on called Crimson Dynasty Arcane Hunter. It's a sci-fi action novel. And this is my baby. I've been working on this for a while.
Is sci-fi like your thing?
Action is, fantasy, all that stuff.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a huge nut for that stuff.
Shit.
I'm a nerd.
We might have to talk a little more later.
This book is different because I'm publishing through Lulu this time instead of through CreateSpace. So I actually have hardbacks.
All right.
And that's freaking awesome. The only problem is it's more expensive to produce.
Sure.
But with what I'm putting in the book, I believe that, the content is worth the price of the tag.
I don't want to talk shit about all the guests we've had before. You're the first motherfucker showed up with a stack of books.
Right. Yeah, no shit.
He's pipe down over there.
Shut it down in the nut hole gallery.
This is literally right here. I don't know if you can hear it, but I got 8 books right here,
4, 5,
and then
6,
I've
7,
got a
8,
CD on top of it.
Right on.
And this is for you guys if you want it.
Oh,
this
killer, man.
This is the
Yeah.
rap stuff. I don't have any of the rock stuff.
No,
on me.
that's cool. That's cool in the game.
Is it on YouTube?
Yes, some of it is
Ruben,
on YouTube.
would you knock it off? Don't make me come over there with
talking away from the
That's right.
microphone.
a frying
Dude,
pan.
No, but
It's shit like that made last week's podcast so goddamn epic.
Cool.
or one
Well,
audience member.
So do you have like a website or distribution site where somebody can pick up your shit?
I'm going to post all that stuff. I'm going to have the Lulu links on my Facebook page, and I'm also going to advertise the living crap out of everything on Amazon, and some of it I'll re-release on Lulu. I don't know if it's going to be cheaper. Don't know if it's going to be more expensive. If you buy through me directly, it'll be cheaper, but it's going to cost me out of my pocket because I pay them to manufacture it.
This is
And
something we
it's
talk
sent to
about.
me,
This is
so I
something we
break
talk about a
even.
lot here. If you're really wanting to support, especially if you're a friend of a musician, don't ask for a fucking free copy of their shit. Buy it.
Yeah, support
That is
local
the
talent.
ultimate support.
Yeah.
It goes a lot farther than she's like, oh, you made a new album.
Now,
Can I just get one, please?
Artist friend of mine, she'd said, you know what? She said, here's the fucking problem. She said, I'll have people that come up that claim that they're my friends saying, hey, can I have a copy of this? She said the real friends are the ones that come up and go, hey, can I buy a copy of that?
Give you an example. There's a friend of mine, Mr. Prip T. That guy makes some epic beats, and I'm working on this new project, this new rap project, and I'm stockpiling beats, and he's always pops up. He's like, hey man, you want to check this out? And I purchase beats from him all the time. And I think that's cool to support local talent. It motivates people. It shows them, hey, your business matters. I think that what you do matters. I really like your product. It's quality, man.
Sure.
And, I think that people need to do that more.
Dude, appreciate your full beard. Fucking last time we hung out.
Yes, I just had like a goatee, man.
Yeah. Hey,
courtesy of the wife.
So what do you, do you, I mean, obviously, clearly you master your own shit. You record your own shit, master your own shit. Are you doing that for like any other artists, or is that something you even do?
I'm trying to help people out. Not currently, but like I'm working with this one kid named Company. He raps also.
Yep.
I got to get with Ruben to jam more, and I haven't done that. My bad.
No, but I mean,
partially.
But as far as like if somebody has like a product and they're like, dude, here's our raw bones. Can you put some shit together for us?
Oh yeah, if they wanted me to drop a verse or something like that, or
or say here's all our stems and stuff, our
yeah,
vocal stems, our guitar
like
stems, and mix a song
value
for us.
I could do that, yeah.
All right, put them.
Fucking A. Or if somebody needs like some video shit, yeah.
I wouldn't see any problem with that.
I mean, it's easy to work on your own stuff.
The problem is
that's where I'm getting at. Is it easy? It's easy to work on your own stuff.
My problem is I just have to have time to do it.
Right.
Yeah, that's the only obstacle. I mean, like I work overnights and I sleep during the day and stuff like that. So, I have
Preaching
Mondays
to the
and Tuesdays
choir
off
there.
now, where I used to have the weekends off, and a lot of people are off on the weekends now. I can do it when I have time.
Yeah.
I just hate telling people, oh, I don't have time to do it.
Right.
It's a poor excuse.
No.
But I mean, it's a legit. It's the reason most of the time.
Well, unless that fucking passion turns itself into a job of its own, right?
But I mean, yeah. But I do try to reach out to people and see if we can get stuff done. One thing I cannot stand is a procrastinator, dude. If we're there to do something, like if you're in the studio on my time or whatever, and you're goofing off, we're done. That's it. You're done. Get out.
No, fucking time wasters are not a thing that's appreciated outside of this podcast.
That's
that
right.
rock song that I did, Bad MF, off the
we don't
Archetype
waste time
album
here.
that I did.
Yes.
That song was written after a jam session with a bandmate of mine where he was just sitting behind the drum set, and I was jamming on guitar, and I look at him, I was like, you going to play anything? And he's like, I can't think of anything. So I was like, whatever, dude, just get out. So we hung out for a little bit, and then he left. I went right into the band room, and I recorded Bad MF. And I was like, yeah, there you go. And then I wrote the lyrics, released it.
Low Down is kind of probably your moniker on YouTube, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Lowdown 505. LODOWN 505.
Gotta update that area code.
Get
sir.
that smoky voice
that area
going on.
code's a little out of date, son.
Yeah, I know. It came out like, before the area code changed to 575?
Yeah.
Jeez, I'm old.
But that doesn't sound cool. 575 doesn't have the same
575,
vibe to
Yeah.
it.
Well, let's get into the meat of the podcast as we get together each week, talk about the Mead, metal, and MMA shit going on today.
Feels like it's been forever.
Yeah, like
Last
a week.
week's was
a week,
a little. Last week's was a little draining.
Now, okay, I feel I need to probably discuss some things involving my attitude last week.
Do you really? I think it all kind of explained itself.
No, well, you would think. But
Yeah.
the fucking messages I got say otherwise. So,
Oh, you got messages?
yes.
Ah.
First of all, I wasn't saying that Metallica is not a metal act. We were smack in the middle of talking about 80s hair metal, right?
Yeah.
And like right up until that point when the normal, droppings from the asshole that usually like sends me messages and shit every week at a specific time, knowing I'm trying to get shit done, trying to get work done, that always fucking hits me up every goddamn week. But
Yeah,
anyway,
that time we were talking about like old school rap and how we dug it.
I had said Metallica killed that because I'd said at the time, I said Metallica killed that metal movement in
Right.
its tracks. I didn't say that Metallica wasn't a metal act. I don't know. Maybe I did. Got a fucking frustration trying to fucking not blow up. But
Try not to kill anybody.
But it was not. You can't put Metallica in the same category as fucking Cinderella and Poison.
Nope. Can't be done.
So what I was referring to was the fact that they changed metal forever. Now, if you're trying to figure out why there are 20 some odd, 30 some odd different fucking forms of metal, you can also blame Metallica for that.
Right.
Because of the fact they shattered what existed, which was what the radio version of metal was. Am I wrong?
Oh, no, absolutely. As soon as Enter Sandman came out and it started being played on the radio, you started hearing less of Skid Row and less of Cinderella, less of Quiet Riot.
Right. Yeah, no, video killed the radio star. Fuck that. Metallica killed fucking metal as you knew it, you knew it at the time. So I wanted to make sure I addressed that. And then somebody said, well, don't you feel bad about what you said about your friend? Fuck that guy. I don't feel bad at all. That guy can go fuck himself. I don't care. I don't care.
It shows you how good a friend he is because we haven't heard shit from him since last. Well, I mean, we don't hear anything from him anyway, but if he was a devout listener of the podcast, I think we probably would have gotten a note or something, right?
Well, I think he only listens to the ones that he's on.
Oh, so he listens to one on repeat.
Yeah.
Where he's drumming like a bongo bastard.
And it's not Ruben, so there you go.
That's
He
right.
dislikes everything else. Thumbs down.
Self-hatred.
He might be the one thumbing. He might have been the one thumbing down her shit.
Oh, I bet he fucking is. Really? No, actually, fucking Moonstar fans would probably thumb up all our shit. Winter Sun fans would probably thumb all our shit down.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, that was a cold winter.
It's like one person in this whole comments list is apparently that guy. Fuck that guy.
Got to a point where we just want to try to piss people off.
Yeah, I might have to run back what we had last week.
Yeah, it was pretty epic, man.
I don't usually lose my shit. You know, I mean, it's fine. I mean, because I feel pretty comfortable here. It's our Mead Hall, you know, and I feel pretty comfortable relaying shit, the goings on of the day when people aren't on the goddamn phone over here.
Ruben,
we're about to get that rage.
We're about to get it.
We're about to get that rage, local rage.
I feel like I've known you guys for years.
I'm only saying these mics pick up a lot of shit. That's all I'm saying.
Yes,
that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, get you guys some foam.
Ruben, one more interruption, and we're taking you outside with the dog.
With a cricket paddle.
Get the tie out.
So anyway, so to clarify, last week was purely. It's on me. I shouldn't have lost my shit that much.
No, fuck that, man. It was the culmination of rage, and that's what happens. It just happened to happen during the podcast.
Yeah, immediately during the podcast, which I learned my lesson, and I thought, you know what? Well, why can't I fucking turn the volume on my damn phone down? Because I'm the guy that controls most of the fucking music around here. So then I have to fucking uncast and then recast.
Well, yeah, you're doing a lot of shit on that phone. The last thing you need to do is worry about the banterings of others while we're trying to have a proper conversation.
So let's before we get into the Mead portion, how's your week, son?
Fucking terrible. How's yours?
It's pretty fucking pretty great, actually.
Rad.
Hey, mine's fucking
Moving
awesome.
the fuck on. Next.
Yeah. Well, we can't get into detail on yours at this point, I guess.
Oh man.
Although I fucking feel for you, and I don't know why I'm starting to go out of my goddamn way, like some kind of fucking jackass uncle trying to get shit like lined out for you on your current problem. I was like, there's some motherfuckers going to pay. And
it's a little shitty. I mean, I'm hoping that the incident is isolated because it has only happened once.
Yeah.
If it happens again, I'm gonna fucking do something drastic. I'm going to write a very sternly worded letter.
We'll take a dick pic with their logo in the background every day until they straighten this shit out. Here you go. Here's the business name and my penis.
Come on now. Hey, mister. I don't really want to fucking.
All right. I don't want to wreck any of your shit.
And not only that, it would turn into last week only be for me because like already the fucking lenses on these glasses are fogging up already.
Right. Cool. All right. Well, let's get to this. LJ, how was your week, sir?
It was wonderful, actually, man. It's been pretty good so far.
I fucking hate you already. I hate you already. No, I'm fucking lying. I'm lying.
Fuck you and your joy, man.
Sounds like you're having too good of a life.
Don't you realize you're at a table with two derelict motherfuckers?
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Yeah. How's your week, dude?
I was saying, eat dicks. I'm having a good time. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm having a pretty good life. It's pretty good. We're currently in the process of trying to move.
Better quit it, Bobby.
Stop drumming on the table, or I'm going to come across with an elbow.
There goes the MMA section. But yeah, things are looking pretty good. I mean, we're focusing on getting the house straightened up and stuff like that. So,
How long have you been married?
Since August.
Yeah, it's been recent. I knew that. Yeah.
And that's when you quit drinking as well.
Yep, August 28th, I was sober.
Is there a reason for that, or is that
just got old?
Okay,
just tired of waking up sick all the time, and it was kind of like one of them things where you do it so much, and you're close to losing your job and stuff, and you wake up and go, "What the fuck am I doing?"
Yeah.
Well, if you're indulgent,
I was abusing it.
If it really interferes with your
I get
daily
home from
life.
work and get loaded, then go to sleep, wake up with a hangover, and go to work.
Right.
That's not healthy.
Yeah.
Once I moved out of my parents' house, I quit drinking.
But that's yeah. No, but it's cool. I mean, man, there are people, and I respect for what they do. I got a lot of friends of mine that they have to kind of get the fuck off the horse, really, and I appreciate that, but I'm still able to rock and roll.
Yeah.
Until I can't. In which case, then, fuck, man, I'll be right on the sidelines with you.
We'll be rocking in a rocking chair and rolling in a wheelchair.
That's right. We'll all be on our rocking chairs drinking Topo Chicas.
All right, on to the Mead side of the podcast. We have the White Shadow Ranch bash that's going on. We were going to rack it today, and I got lazy or got
a certain pedal board came in the mail today.
Yeah, no, I've been a little fucking in a state of erotic fucking pleasure all week long.
Total rapture, dude.
All week
God,
long.
man.
Jizzing in his pants.
Almost want to just let's hurry up and get the Mead shit out of the way so we can talk about music.
Yeah. So, which we're going to get to that in just a second. But yeah, the White Shadow Ranch, we'll have that batch. We're going to be racking that probably tomorrow or Super Bowl Sunday, I guess.
It'll be all right. I mean, it's not like there's football I give a shit about on.
I frankly don't really care. I mean, college, the real season for me ended weeks ago.
The first week of January, right?
Yeah. But, all right, fine. Fucking Patriots are going to win again, right?
Probably.
I took the Rams 48-10 on a bet. So that was my input.
Damn.
I took the Rams, yeah. That's 48-10.
By 38 points.
38 points.
What do you win?
I put 1,000 on it. So the
You're so full of shit.
No. It's for bragging rights. It's all it is.
Nothing at stake.
Bragging rights. Some ham and some beer. That's about it. Or whiskey. Ham and whiskey.
I'm currently working out a bet where it's $100 versus my hair.
Oh, so you're going to lose then? Because you've been wanting to cut your hair for a while.
Well, that's the thing.
Excuse.
No, the maintenance man at work.
It's a setup.
The maintenance man at my job is a big Patriots fan, and I've told him that I hope the Patriots die in a fire.
Yeah, right.
And hopefully it's in Boston. So he takes offense to that and hates my hair. So
They're such cunts.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm not even a Rams. I'm a Niner fan, and the Rams are in my division, so they can go fuck themselves. But since they're playing the Patriots in the Super Bowl, I'll think about it.
Why would you root for the Patriots?
No, I'm rooting for the Rams. He's taking the Patriots.
It's like rooting for fucking Trump. I don't know. I didn't mean to go that way.
We do not condone political discussions at this table. But yeah, he wants to take the Patriots and give me 10 points.
He's giving you 10. Fuck that. I think you're going to win.
For $100? I think that's all right.
Well,
I think the Rams will keep it close.
Does he have to cut his hair?
No, he's going to give me $100 if he loses.
Oh, it's $100 or you cut your
I
hair.
cut my hair.
That's not fair.
God damn, that's a win-win.
Well, this guy has money to burn, too.
And he's a custodian?
He's a maintenance man. Which is not a fan. No, he's not a custodian? He's not a janitor. He doesn't mop. He
That's
actually
what they always call you.
shit.
They're like, hey, welcome to the maintenance crew. Could you take the trash out and grab that mop?
He does take out the trash, but he does fix everything in the room. So he does provide maintenance, but he does take out garbage as well.
Hey, maintenance is my job.
Yeah, where do you do maintenance at?
Walmart.
Oh.
I'm actually really good at it. I've been doing it for 13 years.
I was about to say here.
No, I do it at Walmart and Clovis.
So if somebody calls you a custodian, you get pissed?
No, not really. We're just glorified custodians that get paid more.
Yeah.
Lieutenant custodian.
Twice a work and half the time.
Jesus Christ. All right, so that's the Mead up there. Oh, and
you should work nights at a hotel. It's half the work and twice the time.
Yeah, God.
Unless people come in.
People are the thing that always fuck everything up, isn't it?
Jobs be great if it wasn't for the customers.
So we're going to be starting a new batch, which probably may be a batch one, maybe.
Yeah, I'm really thinking we need to just do a plain vanilla Mead batch, dude.
Well, we've got.
It's been a while.
We have the means to do so. We could do that, and also start another batch, which would be identical, at least at the outset. of maybe the inner workings on a fucking Holly King batch.
Right.
Maybe.
Oh, we still have that fucking bottle, don't we?
We have one that we'll probably...
Might as well let it roll over to next year, dude.
We might as well drink the shit out of that tonight.
Or that. I can
that.
never argue against that.
But yeah, so we've got some options right now, and most of those actually that would be 2 batches, so that'd be 30 pounds of honey that I need to pick up.
Delicious.
Yeah, which actually, and what we could do on the batch 1, sort of, the straight mead, we could go for a sack mead. That's usually one's about 20 pounds of honey. But,
yeah.
But I think that actually we need to probably give a profile of what a good mead is.
Right.
I think.
Yeah. That's what our wheelhouse is.
Yeah. Well, and it's interesting because we're talking to our favorite bartender of all time, Krista, and she had said, "I don't even know what normal mead is." I said, well, you won't. On the marketplace, you fucking won't.
You never will. Yeah.
If you don't consider what we do, everybody else, it's a spring break drink for college girls.
It's a fuzzy navel, basically.
Pretty much. Now, we try to stay as close to the fucking tradition as we can. We stay as close to the blade as the Vikings can possibly be. That's what we do.
We had to make a concession to add the preservative.
Fucking preservatives, because you assholes apparently want to
sit on these bottles for years. Yeah. Like, God damn it, drink it now. That
now.
is what it is for. And the battle has been won.
In front of your fallen enemies. That's when you drink mead. That's when you drink mead.
God damn it. We need to print out instructions with every bottle. And it just
remove cork.
Drink now.
Drop enemies. Drink mead. Yeah, there it is.
Use bottle as weapon to finish off remainder.
Step 1, open. Step 2, drink. Step 3, sleep.
No, you forgot kill.
Step 4, kill.
Actually, I think probably step 1 would be slay enemies. You don't want to go fucking drinking mead and then slay enemies.
Proper
man.
Viking
Vikings had to be drunk on the reg, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And probably a little fucking hopped up on psychedelics from what we understand in history now.
Right.
Step 5, pillage.
Yeah.
Step 6, pills.
Yeah. Let's move along to the metal portion of the podcast.
Ruben's favorite.
Hey, fuck that guy.
Oh, if he were here right now,
onto the metal side of things, we walked in with Soen, which we've talked about several times, I guess, right? No,
we didn't walk with. So we walked in with Astronoid. Hemorrhoid.
Soen is actually one that you can pick yourself up a copy. Now, we've talked about it since the first of the year, but that one is actually now available.
Yeah, Lotus. The title track off the album came out. They had, I can't remember the name of the song, but the music video was them cross-dressing.
Right.
It's 2 solid jams, and I heard 3 more today, what I could glean from YouTube. And Soen have progressed pretty greatly from the last album.
Would you say they're too clean? Is that a problem? Is that a thing?
I'd say this album lacks a little bit of the atmosphere that the last album had. They seem to be a bit more, tight. I think tight is what it is. They're more tight, not more clean, but more tight.
But that lends itself to clean.
Yeah.
LJ, let me ask you, dude. Because you're a fucking metal guitar player when the position calls for it.
When I want to be.
Man, I mean, looser, louder, crazier shit. I mean, the raw sound, right? That's what a lot of people are kind of into. But, man, can you overdo it when you try to overcorrect and try to fucking get too clean?
I think you can. But, I mean, it's all preference, I think. Like, in my case, I mean, if you want heavier, tune down lower, turn the volume up.
Yeah.
But, I mean, as far as, like, clean, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
The less distortion,
I don't know. Who the fuck are you?
The less distortion, the cleaner, I guess. I don't know. When you hear a clean acoustic, are we talking clean as in acoustic guitar?
No,
like
clean
that?
just as in.
Really like
it sounds like they
crisp
really
production?
recorded this stuff over and over again and took the very best bits and put it together.
Yeah, so they just
not like guitar tone and stuff, but it really sounds like it's perfect. It sounds perfect.
Okay, so it sounds like they were...
Yeah, no, perfection. That's the problem. Is perfection a problem?
Well, I keep mistakes in my songs because sometimes they're just fucking in the moment, and I don't feel like correcting them.
But
other times,
there you go.
Into that, yes.
But other times, I mean, like there are some songs that, like, if you fuck up, it throws everything off.
Right.
And there are some times that I think that, like, you can't have that. Especially, I mean, you won't fuck up when you're playing it live, but in the studio, that's supposed to be like the definitive version of it, the go-to version.
One thing I think is really kind of interesting. So we played this gig over at Ruben's Garage about a year and a half ago.
August of 2017.
Yeah.
God
Which,
damn.
by the way, those guys from Hemisaurus, I fucking learned to appreciate them a little bit more.
Oh,
I
right.
did, because I didn't know fucking anything about those guys. They
Yeah.
came all the way from fucking Illinois or some shit like that. Like,
That was a pretty good show.
you know.
Yeah, it was fun.
I blacked out at the end of it.
So we kind of just we had to do this podcast because it was a fucking Friday.
Right.
That's fine. That's fine. I mean, we're disciplined if nothing else. So we went up and we played about 3 or 4 tracks or something like that, 3 or 4 songs. We fucking kind of think it kind of summarizes us, which, you know, is really older, harder rock, I guess, I suppose, than anything else. And then that cat from Colorado Springs got up there and began to scream, and it was all good. It was all good.
Me too.
But since then, where was I going with this shit? But since that
The Hemisaurus folk.
Yeah, since that time. No, not even the Hemisaurus folk. Since that time, a lot of what we kind of encounter now is a different perception of what metal is. At that time, we consider ourselves, even though we weren't really playing at the time, we consider ourselves more of a folk metal band than a doom metal. But actually, doom is the fucking thing that actually really fits us.
Yeah, doom, and with I would say a seasoning of grunge.
A little bit, yeah, because and that's
mix.
mainly because of our fucking influences, you know. But who are the influences you have when you're doing rock guitar stuff? Oh, and I know where I was going with this because Brandon, obviously, the two of you actually have a very similar interest in Axis. Brandon is the fucking single cutaway Hetfield thing, and yours is the Hetfield fucking Explorer,
Explorer
you know?
style
Yeah.
ESP.
I mean, so
I recently got a Schecter. Well, last year I got a Schecter.
okay,
So that one's pretty tight sounding.
but
we were gonna go with that, weren't we?
Schecter was the original.
We're gonna get that
Schecters are
green
awesome.
one, that green hollow body.
Yeah, that the dragon fucking body or whatever.
Dreadnought,
it was, yeah.
Dreadnought,
No,
Dragon.
no, it was
Double
it was like
cutaway.
it was like a dragon blood, but it was a Schecter. It was a
Really fucking pretty.
yeah.
fucking beautiful guitar.
yeah, but the Hetfield thing was way better.
Yeah.
you know. for what we
ESP
had.
Iron Cross wins.
Yeah, the guitar I have is a Damien 6. It's amazing.
Yeah,
I got it at a discount too because it was cosmetically damaged. The dude knocked $150 off. Got it at Tire Place.
how does it compare to the MGs that you got on the Explorer?
I have to say that it's a lot crisper. There's a lot brighter sound. It's a lot tighter. The strings don't sound as muddy on it.
Okay.
It's like it's got a punch to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, and those are the active. I mean, you got a battery pack on that fucking thing to punch them, or is that not the Schecter?
Now that you mentioned it, I don't even know. I think it has EMGs on it, but I haven't put a battery in it.
That the Hetfield signatures have EMGs,
Yeah, but they're
Hetfield like
they're Hetfield
specifics.
fucking pickups. They're
Yeah,
very
they're-
specific. On
They're
that.
not like because I thought they were 94s that were on mine. 91s or 94s.
It's not.
But it's not. They're Hetfields.
It's a fucking JH fucking EMG, because the front, your neck pickup is, I believe, a ceramic that is very wire wound on a very specific fucking pickup that is necessary for Hetfield shit, and the bridge is actually steel poles inside of that goddamn thing. So, I mean, honestly, those are probably the best rock pickups available if that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
If that's what you're doing.
Hetfield's all about the attack.
All
If you
about
listen
that
to him, his
crunch.
guitar is basically like a percussion instrument. You know, he wants every single.
That's
stroke
why he's
to
one of the.
sound
That's
out.
Well,
why
that's why
he
people try
might
to tell me
be.
that Malcolm
I love
Young,
Hetfield,
Malcolm
man.
Young died, and all of a sudden everybody's like, "Oh, he's the best rhythm fucking metal player."
Bullshit.
Go fuck yourself. That's fucking James Hetfield.
You give me a rhythm guitar player that can also sing and write music, and I'm in.
Yeah.
Malcolm
Now, what was
was a-
Malcolm doing? Oh, taking out the trash
While
and playing some guitar.
all his
you
more
heard-
famous brothers were making all the money in the band.
Yep, exactly. Have you heard James Hetfield play solos? I love his solos, man. They have so much heart in them.
I was going to say that I think Hetfield, as of right now, is a better guitar player than Kirk Hammett is.
I think he's got more heart than him.
Kirk Hammett, it's all by the book, man. It's all and the dude abuses a wah pedal anymore.
Yeah, well, I think
he lives and dies by that wah pedal.
I'm not going to deny that. He does abuse it. He latents on it a lot. My opinion is like he has a lot of cool sections, but they're like separated by like filler, like bullshit.
Yeah.
Like if you listen to the solo to Spit Out the Bone, it's like awesome section filler, awesome section filler.
Best song, best closer for an album I've heard in a long time.
Yeah, and I'm not even disappointed with that solo. I love.
Oh no, the solos kick ass. Like I'm not saying Hammett got worse. I'm saying Hetfield has gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
You know, his time has gone on because Hammett was already pretty much a virtuoso.
Mm-hmm.
And so there was really not a lot of places he could go until they went bluesy and he explored that. But then Hetfield just kept getting better and better and better. Then he got sober and kept getting better and better.
Kirk Hammett's kind of suffered through sobriety. So.
Yeah, I really think he has. I think sobriety kind of took a little bit of that soul away, and now it's just kind of paint by numbers Kirk Hammett, where Hetfield really put some soul into it these days.
Which is where that dude got on Instagram yesterday, day before, and Kirk Hammett. And he had said, well, really what we prefer now is to play the heavier stuff because that's where we're at right now.
That's the pocket.
Well, that's because the fucking stuff that is not the heavier stuff is fucking hard to really describe as Metallica if it's not off the Black album, unless I'm wrong.
Well, Justice has, if you're not a fan of bass, Justice has some of the heaviest shit.
That's one. Actually, probably my favorite album right there.
Justice for All. Yeah. But what I'm saying is that. So Kirk Hammett's saying, yeah, we don't like the more mellow shit. Well, the more mellow shit's what made him fucking...
And it's really good.
I think Hammett had more writing credits in Load and Reload than in any other album, actually.
Which is really funny because those are two of my favorite albums. I'm a big fan of Load and Reload.
Yeah, people shit on those albums all the time, but in my opinion, like that was whenever the band was doing some of their most technical shit.
Yeah.
Like
this cocksucker back here and I used to jam Load all the time.
Oh, Ruben?
Like Justice for All may be a really hard technical sounding album, but that's easy in comparison to what they played on Load and Reload. There was a lot of like clean stuff, a
lot of blues, a lot of country,
and it was nuts.
They finally brought back another 8-minute song that was kick ass.
Okay, well let me go ahead and pose this then, which I won't put myself under the same rules as I will on YouTube.
Here we go.
No anything of Ride Lightning or Justice for All. Favorite Metallica album that's not those two, and I'll go around the table first with Brandon.
Puppets.
Okay, Master Puppets is probably. God damn it! I should have fucking probably put that one on there.
I could still play. It just wouldn't be true.
Yeah,
it'd be my second favorite album, which would probably
Saint Anger.
Why?
Here's why. I think that the bands do better whenever they're doing bad, and whenever that album came out, they were pissed off. Jason Newsted had just left the band. James was in rehab. They weren't getting along. If you watch the documentary, they hired a shrink who was, forcing all sorts of rules on them they didn't like. The only problem I have with that album is the goddamn snare.
Well, that's what the fucking problem is. That's what the problem is.
But here's the thing. If you play that with any other type of snare drum, I mean, those are Metallica songs, no doubt.
And they are, but there are no solos either.
Right.
And that's a big problem.
That's
if you have the ability to melt faces, you need to use that ability.
Yeah.
Especially if you've been using it for 20 plus years.
Look at these riffs though, like Sweet Amber, My World. You got some pretty badass riffage going on there. Saint Anger, Frantic. It was more heavy than it was like, any other past stuff.
Yeah, it was heavy, but heavy doesn't always necessarily mean great.
True. It was more about being heavy and fast than it was about being Metallica at the time.
I will say this about Saint Anger. Now, I have talked shit about this album multiple times.
Oh, everyone has.
But I'm also a very devout Metallica. It's not, I don't hate the album, but it's not my favorite.
Right.
It has great lyrics.
Definitely.
Because Hetfield coming out of that little shitty darkness, the lyrics provided for the album.
The Unnamed Feeling, All Within My Hands.
Yeah, My World's a fun little jam. Actually, that's probably my favorite jam on that album is My World.
You know what's really fun, though? Is being a Metallica fan, but only casually, so that way you can say, I like Hardwired and the Black Album, so you can go fuck yourselves.
Yeah, but you're still going to piss off a hardcore Metallica fan with one
I
of
don't
those.
care. I don't care.
But no, that's still the beauty of it.
I'll arrange a spelling contest.
That's a beauty.
You're saying you only like Kill 'Em All and Master of
So
Puppets.
clearly,
and
this is a
everything else.
Metallica fan from like '84, right? Like 50 years old. But
I don't know, but I thought it would be interesting because I knew that LJ, actually one of his influences was fucking Metallica, and I know one of yours is like.
oh yeah, when
Metallica,
you
so-
show up to a gig and we're both playing the same guitar but different designs, basically. Because I mean, I think the hardware setup is the
I think it's
same.
identical. Yeah,
It's just
EMGs are-
one's a Explorer body and the other is a single cutaway.
right.
So I knew then, like, well, I got to go introduce myself to this guy because we're already
this guy, or we're gonna be best friends.
Let's say life for life, guitar for guitar. Let's do this.
Guitar Bros.
But I was always curious to know more about why you felt like Saint Anger was your favorite, because that's just something I don't hear.
It's
Yeah,
ridiculous. It's
It's
ridiculous.
the same reason for Injustice for All being one of my favorite albums. Actually, that's my favorite Metallica album. But yeah, Saint Anger is right behind it because of the emotion behind the album.
Right.
Not necessarily the
You-
lack of solos.
You're
or the
driven
snare.
a lot by emotion.
Yeah.
I
think
can
that-
tell. I can tell you're driven a lot by emotion in a track.
Yeah, and I think that the band tried harder on that album to try and make people understand that they were in a dark spot. And maybe it was for the best, maybe it was for the worst. It can't get any worse than Lulu. But
Well,
like,
that's not a Metallica album. That is a Lou Reed album.
with Metallica on it.
It's Lou Reed
yeah.
with Metallica.
Yeah.
Thankfully, they got smaller billing on
They
it.
were
What are your
so
thoughts-
proud of that. I
Well,
mean,
what are your thoughts on Death Magnetic then, which is really probably my third favorite
I will
fucking
say
Metallica
this.
album?
I think that Death Magnetic fits in as a classic album. Like, along with Master of Puppets, with Justice for All, Ride the Lightning. I think that qualifies as like the fourth in that line.
I don't know why they did Unforgiven 3. Is there any more whiskey left?
Whiskey in the jar.
But I
Speaking
will
of, right?
say, and the only reason I don't pick Master of Puppets because everybody would. Everybody.
In my
would.
opinion, Master of Puppets was kind of ahead of its time. If you listen to Disposable Heroes, that does not sound like an 80s
Yeah,
song.
Master of Puppets isn't my favorite song on that album. I mean, Sanitarium is fucking one of the most
Sanitarium is
amazing
the
mellow
best.
jams out there.
Yep.
So what did yours truly ask Brandon to play last night? I was like, I need to hear
Yep,
Sanitarium.
that's right.
So yeah, no,
But yeah, it's good to act like talk with a guy that is into Metallica.
Right.
and we're trying to figure out your head because like, well, who the fuck says Saint Anger? You know,
Because that's all I knew.
So
Is like he has a Hetfield signature guitar, and his Saint Anger is his favorite Metallica album. I have to dig deeper on this fucking guy.
I could also be like one of those Metallica fans that's hardcore. That's like, because a lot of people are like, oh, I like Metallica, I like Master of Puppets, fuck everything else. Nobody really gives a reason why they like it. And whenever I first heard Ride the Lightning,
Yeah.
the first song that came on, I was like this scared little Catholic boy, like, oh god, I hope it's not a Satan album.
I might.
Fucking Ride the Lightning came, Fight Fire with Fire. It started out, all plingy and nice, and then it got heavy and fast, and I thought, what the fuck? This is amazing.
Did the religion thing kind of really settle in? I mean, obviously,
No, it didn't. I used to listen to Slayer,
but I
still do.
But the thing that kind of hit you at the
Yeah.
time.
I was like thinking, what can I play around my parents? And right now, I don't care.
I mean, did you have
It's
a
quick
weird?
caring about
Did you
the
have a
time we got
weird
Metallica.
guilt thing? I mean, it's like, oh my god,
Not really. I mean,
I probably shouldn't listen to this,
I
but
thought
I am.
I thought that the Satan thing was kind of just gimmicky and
Right.
like in passing, Slayer did it just to shock people, and eventually it got to where it wasn't a new thing anymore. Everyone was doing it. So
My brother Daryl had a vinyl, which I say had because I stole it from him. It was Iron Maiden, Peace of Mind.
I love
which,
that album.
Which I know that
I'm a huge Maiden fan.
He
too.
didn't give two fucks about that, but the
Daryl
thing
not a
is,
Maiden fan?
no, fucking really, Maiden, no,
I don't know. Shit, that guy's musical taste is pretty eclectic.
yeah, but
I wouldn't have put it past him, but I wouldn't assume either.
No, that dude was working on some fucking real Tony Iommi shit,
Gotcha.
back then. But I mean, fucking dude was like rolling out like war pigs and stuff like that when I was trying to fucking kind of really get into Iron Maiden. But there was a track, and I felt bad because it seemed really satanic, but not like your normal like, bah, 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 bah. But it felt really like, oh, I shouldn't probably dig this because I think this might very well be undermining what my mother's been sending me to church for fucking years, I can look back on it and laugh now.
I can say like stuff like that only has what power you give it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that goes with anything.
Right. Well, shit, dude. Let's move on to MMA. LJ, I know this.
There was
really
one more thing I wanted to mention.
Shit.
Just
Okay.
one more quick thing in metal, and we'll check it out after we're done here.
Okay.
Metal Injection have turned me on to a new band. Their name is Chode. Almost Chode. Almost Chode. Chode with a T instead of a D. But I shit you not, this fucking guy had to be an illegitimate child of Lane Staley.
Oh shit! I heard this. That is fucking. It's gone viral. It's gone viral.
Yeah, dude is dead ringer for Lane Staley.
So does your dickhead friend in fucking Portland, Oregon, then suddenly come back around? Oh, maybe I can appreciate Valve.
Have you heard
now.
these guys, bro? It's like, motherfucker.
Go fuck yourself.
Can I ask LJ one quick question?
One more.
Damn it,
one for
Ruben,
the
you're
peanut
not
gallery.
even on mic, so nobody's gonna know you're even there,
Come down,
dude.
you got to come down here and get real close to my
you have
face.
to come
though.
down to the
Come on
commenters.
down.
Since y'all were
I'm not
talking about
moving.
Iron Maiden,
I'm not
I
moving.
want to ask LJ, can you still play the Trooper on guitar by Iron
Yes, I
Maiden?
can. That's a stupid question.
That shit made me... You fucking cunt!
I think
LJ's
Ruben
gonna get invited
You're fired,
back more.
Ruben.
was
He's gonna get
Ruben
invited
was
Take your
back.
severance
Ruben,
pay and leave.
was Ruben hanging out with a $5 stripper before he came over here? That breath smelled like tuna fish.
Smelled like bath salts.
Ooh.
I like that LJ had referred
Bad
to
thoughts
it
and
as
bad
a
decisions.
stupid question. I
No,
kind of dig.
Yeah, I can play the Trooper. I really want to play more Maiden. They have some really cool shit. I can play Number of the Beast.
Right.
I thought it would be really cool to join a cover band and just do like old metal songs, you know?
Sure.
That'd be really
God,
cool.
well, it wouldn't be fucking bad. But, I don't know,
Hint.
but it also stifles fucking new creativity.
Yeah.
So I'm
It
always,
kind of does.
Yeah, you got to be
But
careful.
that'd be something fun to do, you know?
Well,
think
someone
it
like
would.
you wouldn't get comfortable just doing covers. You're always creating.
Actually,
shit.
Metallica started out as a cover band. You know that?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know Metallica played a show here in Portales?
Yes, that was in 1983. Those
I had
bastards.
to email the Metallica website and correct them as to where it was. They had said it was at the Campus Union Ballroom, and it was not. It was actually at the basketball place.
Oh, no shit.
Whatever the hell it's called.
You two cunts aggravate me. All
That's
right,
right.
all right. What do we have? What do we have going on elsewise?
Outside of that, I'm
Elsewise.
sorry. The only other thing that happened of note is in 1945, the 45 RPM record was released by RCA, which fucking began the trend of jukeboxes. Because it was the first one that it could actually fit, and several could fit.
But
in a
it
jukebox.
also began the cool fucking thing of having a 45. If you didn't like a fucking artist album, you can fucking buy the fucking hits.
Yep.
You know, and it'd have an A side and a B side. And the only reason I know this shit is because my sister was fucking a product of, like, you know, the 60s and shit
Right.
like that. And so, like, there was an entire goddamn box of 45. So I was fucking losing my shit, which really at the time I didn't give two shits about. Looking back at it now, God damn it, that was $1 million gold mine.
Probably.
Because this is
collect vinyl.
Elvis shit, Beatles shit, fucking Beach Boys shit. It was crazy. You know, but the A side, you always knew. The B side, you know.
And that's
is-
usually where you're getting the fried gold.
and that's, you know, and people talk about B-side album shit. No, it was based off of 45s. The B-side of 45s was the shit you didn't know.
Yeah. I got a big problem.
Yeah, you do. Yeah,
I have
you
a big
fucking
problem.
do.
I
Yeah,
have-
you fucking do.
I have a
Shades.
big.
Choice of Friends comes to mind.
I love you, Ruben. No, I have a big problem this week. I've been surfing the internet, and I go on these MMA deals. I don't like to dig through MMA news. I like to watch 5-minute videos that just bombard me with all the shit.
Right?
And I think I actually said some kind words about Ariel Helwani on this podcast back when Dana White made him cry.
Yeah, no, fuck that guy.
Yeah. Ariel Helwani can go fuck himself. This guy's gotten way too big for his britches. Have you heard all the shit he has talked about Donald Cerrone? And he's continued to fucking do it.
I don't care what he has to say. He's a fucking he's a crazy motherfucker out of Toronto, Canada, not even in this fucking particular nation, and he's willy-nilly can launch all kinds of assaults against all kinds of fighters without any fucking
but
repercussions.
Cerrone's fucking bulletproof, man.
Oh, he
The
is,
only
he is.
reason Ariel can talk like this because now he has a show with Chael Sonnen.
Oh, another loser. Okay.
Well, Chael Sonnen, at least he's a lovable loser, you know? The guy has I will listen to Chael Sonnen talk for 15 minutes about a fight because he has genuine insight and a little bit of charisma to go in between the cracks. Ariel Helwani has nothing. He's talking shit because Donald Cerrone isn't trying to sell this Conor McGregor fight. He's trying to buddy up Conor McGregor. Well, let's go have a beer after the fight. I don't give a fuck about fight buildup anymore, man.
Don't care. Now, and the other thing is, too, as we have found out, there's a fucking prescription for the fact you can't talk shit about fights. That's been fucking laid down by the Nevada State Athletic Commission.
They're talking about the fine.
And they're really pointing at Conor McGregor. But it involves every fucking fighter now. And it involves the fucking UFC who wants to fucking have every fighter call somebody out at the end of a fight. Does that then put them in breach of the fucking Nevada State Athletic Commission fucking dictate that says you can't fucking build up a fight by talking shit?
I think that's a First Amendment.
How is that going to be legislated?
That's a First Amendment thing. That's a free speech bullshit fucking being...
They
totally
say that they put it in the entire camp of Conor McGregor that he causes the shit that's wrong with the UFC now. I don't think that. I don't think that he's the cause of it. He's a result of it. He's a result of it.
Yeah, he became what the UFC wanted him to be.
Zuffa is the fucking problem. If you're trying to find the fucking culprit, it's not Conor McGregor. It's not fucking Donald Cerrone. It's fucking Zuffa.
Donald Cerrone just wants to go out there and be the best goddamn fighter he can be, and that's currently what he's doing right now. And I will watch, especially if he fights Conor McGregor, I will buy that pay-per-view.
Absolutely.
Because that is one hell of a fight.
Fucking root for fucking Cerrone all day.
I'll root for Cerrone, too. In that fight, I got to root for Cerrone, man.
Sure, absolutely.
I'm just not a Conor guy anymore. If he fights, I'll watch, but I'm a Cerrone guy.
I don't think that guy will fight again. And if he does, it'll be against Cerrone, and it'll be a big build-up, and Ariel Helwani will fucking get a stiffy over it and fucking talk a bunch of shit. He can go fuck himself.
That's right.
I'm glad that I saw him fucking in tears on fucking YouTube getting let out of a stadium because he was not allowed to be there anymore thanks to fucking Dana White. The first thing he ever did, fucking smart in this goddamn this goddamn sport, and fucking Ariel Helwani's let out, crying his eyes out, and he's bawling his eyes out and everything else like a little bitch. And now he has
this
a show.
This was my dream.
Now he has
all
a show.
I wanted to do.
Oh, this is it. This is what we're going to do.
And then Uncle Dana's like, all right, you can come back. I'm tired of hearing about this shit. Fuck Ariel Helwani.
Biggest cunt in UFC and all of MMA.
He is what's wrong with
and
MMA
his wife
right
is
now.
number 2, by the way, because she fucking gears everything behind him. Behind him.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Shit.
Fuck her. Fuck him. Fuck all of them. Oh, I'm sorry.
Shots fired.
LJ, your thoughts on Ariel Helwani?
So, LJ, we've talked very courteously about the UFC.
I'm sorry, you were saying?
All right.
Let's move on to the...
Let's talk about the 2 fights on tomorrow's card on UFC Fortaleza.
I want to talk... There's one fight I want to talk...
I don't care.
I'm talking about Damian Maya, goddammit! I'm going to talk about Damian Maya all that I want!
Mommy, Daddy!
Sorry, man. You came on the wrong week.
Mommy and Daddy are fighting. Can I go stay with you, Grandma? No! Okay.
I'll keep it short and sweet. Damian Maya's going to tap Lyman Good. Bank on it.
Good. And that's on the prelims?
No, that's right before the co-main and the main.
Right.
That's a fourth fight on the main card.
You were concerned about what? Trinaldo, right? Or somebody?
Trinaldo is not on this card.
No. Who was it that got dusted in Austin?
Thiago Alves.
Oh, Thiago. Right.
Oh yeah, that dude is. He's fighting Max Griffin. I'm not even concerned. It was just cool to see Thiago Alves get knocked out in Austin.
Yeah.
But really, Kevin is right. There are 2 fights. I mean, Damian Maya, that guy, he's already said he's going to finish out his fight contract and he's done, which he needs to be. What is he going to do?
Is this his last fight?
I think he has one more fight after this, and it'll be against someone they'll try to.
That is the whitest Brazilian I've ever seen.
Right? That's a Spanish Brazilian guy. Yeah. Your co-main event though at 145 is going to be Jose Aldo fighting Renato Caneiro.
It's Renato Moicano. We've seen that guy fight. That guy's got fucking serious skills. Moicano is going to win that goddamn fight one way or the other because I don't think that
Dog has his name spelled wrong.
Yeah. I don't think
Moicano is his nickname.
Moicano is his fucking last name.
No, Moicano's his nickname.
Well, you watch tomorrow night when he walks out, they will fucking call him Moicano.
All right. I'll show you right after we're done that you're wrong.
I'm not saying I'm wrong. I'm saying that's what the fucking sport calls them. So.
Well, the sport's wrong, too. Sure Dog is right. Sure Dog's always right.
But yeah, Renato Moicano is the fucking guy that's going to fucking win that fight. Jose Aldo is the barrier of the old school thing against the new school thing of him getting into the fucking mainstream.
Yeah,
of the
that
sport.
last fight against Cub Swanson for him was.
Yeah.
I mean, that was gnarly. First round rear naked choke, man.
I mean,
look good. And Cub Swanson ain't no blowover.
Man, and they're going to make fucking Jose Aldo. They made this fight for him. That guy, he's going to retire after this fight.
It's weird that, I mean, I know he said he was cool not being the main event, but it's still weird that Jose Aldo's not main eventing in Brazil.
He's less of a factor than he was.
Do you think he's less of a draw in Brazil?
Always.
In Brazil, though?
In Fortaleza?
I just figure all of Brazil love all Brazilian fighters.
Yeah, but main event.
Because
main
of
event,
that jiu-jitsu.
Main event's the bigger fucking event. I mean, that's...
Yeah, but I mean, like, a Sunsao and Moraes, that's a great fight. That's the more appropriate main event.
Sunsao was fucking early in his career. Jose Aldo was on the ass end of his career.
Right. And these are two guys that might be fighting for a bantamweight title fight. Of course, but I don't want to skip the co-main. I will pick... I'm going Moicano, man. I can't argue against 13-1.
Yes,
can't argue against 13-1.
Of course you do.
13-1 and young.
Jose Aldo is going to be done in the first round. First round.
First round.
Yeah.
You're not.
Don't
giving,
act surprised.
Hold on. You're not giving him credit for that Jeremy Stevens fight.
No.
You're not?
No.
Why not?
Because the fact that the guy is going to get fucking swarmed by a guy who has way better skills at getting a hold of him and pulling him to the ground. Jeremy Stevens isn't going to fucking pull him to the ground. No,
well, yeah. Gotta give you that.
That was a set fight. That was a set fight for Jose Aldo to make this fight, and fuck that.
God, I thought I picked Jeremy Stevens, though. I thought he was going to fucking destroy Aldo.
Stand-up versus stand-up, yes, you would think. But,
and he did. But Aldo beat him stand-up versus stand-up.
I know, but I like Moicano way better.
Me too.
Yeah. He's a multi-tool.
I don't really have any reason to pick Aldo anymore for the rest of his UFC tenure anyway. Yeah. Moving on to main event of the evening at 135 pounds. Rafael Sunsao fighting Marlon Moraes. Rafael Sunsao, 36 years old, fighting at Ascension MMA. Brazilian.
Oh, he's not out of fucking Norte de União?
No, Ascension.
Oh. Well, I like him a little better already.
And Moraes fighting out of Ricardo Almeida Jiu-Jitsu.
Well...
let's see. Moraes has rattled off 3 in a row, beating Jimmy Rivera, Aljamain Sterling, and John Dodson. John Dodson was the splitty decision he got. Sterling was that fight that he finished with a fucking knee in the first round.
Right.
Sunsao, his last 4. Beat Sterling, split decision. Beat Marlon Moraes, split decision. So we're looking at a rematch here. And then knocked out Matthew Lopez and a unanimous decision against Rob Font. I'm going with the magic on this one. Marlon Moraes.
Man, I'm going to go with Sunsao because the fact is he's home crowd, home officiating, and home judges.
Let's see. Sunsao is from Pernambuco.
Yeah.
Recife, Pernambuco.
Pernambuco. Yeah.
And let's see. Moraes is from Nova Friburgo, Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah.
I just like Marlon. I think he's on a better streak, a hotter streak.
Hey.
It's really a fight. I just think it's 2 really good Brazilian fighters that are going to come down. Moraes is going to want to keep it standing. I think his Sunsao can take it to the ground.
Yeah. No, you're right.
And if he does, I like his chances more, but I think Moraes is going to lay him out in the 3rd round.
Cool. Well, let's play some music. Fucking get a little
Gotta
drunk.
get picks.
Yes, picks are in order. Okay, our picks go.
LJ, what you drinking, my friend?
We pick drinks.
I'm drinking air right now.
Oh, wow, that sounds delicious. Ruben, what are you drinking?
Tears.
Sounds delicious.
Drinking shit. Sounds great.
I'm drinking Budweiser and
Budweiser and whiskey. Yes.
LJ, what are you jamming?
I am jamming Revenge by Metallica. Here Comes Revenge.
Ooh.
God, I love this song.
Ruben, what are you jamming?
Metallica.
Okay.
You know what's
A lot
funny?
of originality here.
I'm going to go Moon Sorrow with the fucking album before this last one.
I'm going Choate Seasons. Listen to it. It sounds like Lane came from back from the dead. I can't talk. I'm drunk.
All right, fights. Ronda Rousey, birthday girl. I will pick whatever she's doing next, which is probably Travis Brown.
She will be voicing Sonya Blade in the new Mortal Kombat game.
Fuck.
Sonya Blade.
All right.
I don't know. Let's
I'm
go get
fucking
drunk.
stoked about
Let's
that.
get this fuck. Yeah. Let's
You
get
know,
fucked up.
That's
All
what I'm
right.
gonna do.
Hey, we'll catch you cunts next week.
LJ, thank you
No
so much, my
doubt.
friend.
Yep.
Look in the comments. Get LJ shit. Buy a shit. Buy it. Buy it.
Buy our shit too.